Good morning and good evening, friends. Omega Pyramid Dallas, PSSM Corporate, and Pyramid Valley International welcomes you to day 55 of Stillness Beat, your daily dose of meditation and wisdom. So, friends, without any further delays, let's start today's session with meditation. I invite Master Sharath to conduct meditation today. Good morning, Sharath.
Good evening, Shirisha. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all the masters. So let's take 12 seconds time to settle down, be in silence. Okay. So let's begin our journey. We are at the shore of a vast ocean of consciousness. Gather yourself before we start this journey called Dhyana. Collect yourself. There is no urgent work to do. There is nothing to do at all. Feel relaxed. The method what we are going to use is Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation. Steps are on the screen. Sit comfortably so that you can sit for longer duration. Clasp your fingers to form a circuit. Cross your feet if you are sitting on a sofa or a couch. Close your eyes gently and be with your natural breath. Very simple. All right. Hope you have taken all these steps. Take out your specs. Slowly close your eyes. Let go of any stiffness in the body. If you want, you can shake your body to let go of any stiffness. Meditation is doing nothing, it is just observation. In your current awareness, a lot of things are already happening. The strength of your awareness is what all you can perceive in the background, in the foreground, inside, outside. Don't try to stop anything. Do not try to interfere. Feel relaxed. Feel detached. No fear. No guilt. No names. No I. With all this awareness, focus your attention on the breath. The unceasing, natural, soft, tender breath. Let it be in whichever frequency, the speed, that is your current state. After exhalation, inhalation starts on its own. Be with the breath from that point. Wait for the inhalation to start. and be with that. Masters, be sincere, be present with the breath. Relax. Relax. No fear, no guilt, no expectations. Be with the present moment. Be with the breath. Let the healing happen. Don't interfere. Let it be. Relax. Be with the breath. For the next 5 minutes. Everything else is feeling melting. You are with the breath. Go deeper. Relax. Don't activate your mind. No mantras, no counting, no visualizations. Just be with your breath. Be with the breath masters. Go deeper. Be in this state until I call you back. We are at the space of healing, calmness, and energy. From this space, let's heal ourselves and the world around us. Let's repeat the following affirmations mentally. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Take responsibility. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive. Thank you. I love you. Let's also make following agreements with life. I will be impeccable with my words. I will not take anything personally. I will not make any assumptions. I will do my best at all the times. Be in this state for next 3 minutes. Last 1 minute. Thirty seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your palms. Keep it on your closed eyelids. Open your eyes to here and now, slowly. Attachment leads to fear of losing. Fear of losing, whether it is peace or any material thing, leads to guilt. So friends, every day, let's not fear. Let's not attach into anything. Then let's let go of the guilt. So with this, thank you for meditating with me. It was wonderful. Over to you, Sirisha.
Thank you. Thank you, Sharath, for the deep meditation. So, friends, I hope everyone are coming out of meditation. Let's move on to the next part of the session, wisdom sharing. I invite Prithvi to share today's wisdom. Good morning, Prithvi.
Hi, Sirisha. Thank you. Thank you, Sharath. And namaste, friends. Yes, so we are looking at the topic, the secret of work. And yesterday we saw what is the actual secret. And today we will understand, like, why do we exactly classify work into not so important, important, high, low, big, small, or the work which gives us more visibility, recognition, or sophistication as a high profile job or something like that. Why do we do that? And is that a right way of approaching the work? Is what we will look at. So let me quickly share my screen. Okay, so we will be exploring today about the work which is based on ego versus the work which is based on excellence. We all seek for excellence. We all want to come up with a quality work, but how is our approach towards it? What needs to be done is what we will learn today. So, the dignity of work, usually we think it comes from the job title, visibility, the pay grade, and designation. But the actual dignity of work comes with the quality of attention you bring into the task. So we are repeatedly saying that the quality of attention is the mark which will bring the highest possible proficiency in our task. But how do we bring the attention? What makes us to give that attention is what we will really see today. So in many organizations also, some work is visible, some work is invisible, but the actual truth is high impact outcomes are built on low visibility tasks. People who are invisible are the highest contributors of the work that we actually see. So we need to respect not the work which is only seen. If we do that, we are unconsciously reducing the quality of the work. So, not all work is glamorous, but all work is foundational. It is very, very important. Every small little task is very important. So, I want to bring here the philosophy of Basavarna, a 12th century philosopher, a statement. He in Kannada told that Kayakave Kailasa, which means work itself is worship. The attitude towards work should be like you have to completely immerse yourself as if you are worshipping it. So he did not glorify the titles, he glorified the effort done with integrity. So back then, also, like how we have right now the classification and hierarchies of the work, back then it was divided into high status and low status work. And some roles were respected and some roles were looked very down upon. This takes me back to my childhood, where my father, the best of the best teaching that I've got from my dad is, um, when I was a small kid, he used to always stress upon how important work is and how we need to equally see every work as an important task. So once what happened is, back then there used to people come to stitch the footwears like the chappals and the shoes, and they used to come in the road and they used to ask, is there any chappal that can be repaired in your home? So those people were not allowed to get into the home. They were made to sit outside and get the footwear repaired. But one day what happened is, my dad saw that person. He wanted to get some of his footwears repaired. So he brought that person inside the home and he gave the water with which glass we drink the water, and he got it done. And in front of him, he told my dad, he told me that you should learn to stitch the footwear. I was like, okay. I was a little puzzled, like, why should I learn it? But then after the man left, my dad told, every work is sacred in itself, and every work needs to be respected. You need to know the work, even to stitch a chapel, or you, even if you are asked to rule the world, rule a country as a prime minister, you should be able to be capable of doing it. How will you develop that capability is first by respecting the work. Without you having the respect, you will not develop shraddha towards the work. So your dedication, your involvement is completely dependent on how you see the work. So first of all, develop the equal respect to every single task, every work that you see in the world. So do not judge or form opinions about people on what work they do, but see how they do, with what integrity they do. Respect people with that. That is the best teaching which I have got from my father, and he is like, he totally follows this work as worship. So Basavanna gave this entry into the flow, which is how work can become a worship is first respect the work. That will develop involvement within you. That is the Shraddha. This is my favorite word, Shraddha, which is dedication, which is involvement. If you are involved, you will give full attention towards it. So we are repeatedly saying give full attention, but how do you give it? By respecting the work. So when you give it full attention, you become less conscious about your self-interest. So self-consciousness reduces, which will help you to immerse, forget yourself totally, and be involved and enter into the state of flow. That is how the best quality work is coming out. So this is actually backed by a research called flow state pathways. This was researched by Dr. Mihai, and that person identified that there is a mental state called flow, a state of deep involvement where attention becomes fully absorbed into the task that you're doing, and you reduce the self-consciousness, the time distortion occurs, and action feels very effortless. So the performance becomes like the highest quality work will come out of this flow state. So when does this flow state emerge? In this research, they say that they have given additional points, saying that the challenge of the task is slightly higher than your current skill level. So if you have to become a better version, you have to always choose a higher challenging tasks. That's what even Patriji says, that if you want to bring out the best out of you, always choose the highest possible goal so that you can always keep becoming better at your skills and give full attention towards the task that you're doing. And this third point is the most important point, which is contribution orientedness. How this contribution orientedness uh, is a different thing, I will just get into that. Before that, we'll see what disrupts the flow at work is validation seeking. The moment your attention splits into, managing your image, am I doing the task, or monitoring how you are perceived while doing it, your attention gets split. Your that will activate your social evaluation networks and self-referential thinking, and you get into that anxiety loop. So ego based approach towards work does not just affect your emotion, it affects your neural efficiency as well. So let's see a small example to understand what is this contribution oriented approach towards work, and what is this ego or recognition oriented approach towards the work. So two architects were given the same assignment to design a meditation hall for a small community. So the first architect, who was a little ego based, recognition driven, he started to think how this could go in my portfolio, and people will find me, finally see my aesthetic sense with this work. So let me make something visually very striking, very beautiful. So what he did is he worked on grand entrance, very dramatic lighting, unique roof curvatures, and Instagram worthy interiors, all that looks very fancy and appealing. He designed it. So when he was making every step of this decision, the one thing that he always had in his mind was, will this impress people? So with this filter, he was making decisions. And the hall looked stunning. It was very beautiful, but the sound inside the hall was echoing. The natural ventilation was very poor. Afternoon heat made it very uncomfortable to sit, and meditators got distracted by the light reflections. So meditators could not actually sit and meditate comfortably inside the hall. So it became very difficult to sit, but it was looking very beautiful. The second architect was excellence or contribution driven. This person, her thoughts were, people will sit here for very long hours, and silence needs to be supported from the space, and stillness needs thermal comfort. So she thought about what is really needed to make a meditation hall. So she studied airflow directions, acoustic absorption, the sun path, the cushion alignments, and the walking space between the rows. So she did not think about dramatic designs or signature aesthetics, but it was a quiet intelligence in structure which was totally made to serve the purpose of the hall. So, this is the major difference that we always have the approach towards work. One is ego driven and one is excellence driven. So it makes so much difference, right, friends? So in the first place, what happened is with that first hall, people started to take pictures and post on Instagram. But in the second hall, people sat and got transformed. They meditated and they got transformed. So one was designed to be seen, but the other was designed to be served. Everything, the difference was made because of the respect and the shraddha, the dedication and involvement. So, if you want to journey from ego to excellence, you should drop the need to be seen and be involved with complete shraddha, with complete involvement. That will make your work not bigger, but better quality work will be coming out. And that quality will bring all kind of opportunities that you are looking for. That's what we will work towards today. Instead of ego driven, recognition driven, let's move into contribution and excellence driven. So, with this understanding, friends, let's intend for the day. So, I request all of you to close your eyes. Intend for the day. May I move from the need to be noticed to the commitment to do this well. May my attention on the quality of effort and not be attentive about the visibility of the effort. Let my work be guided by involvement and not impression. Let me respect, be involved, and give my best to serve the purpose of action that I am involved in. Thank you. Over to you, Sirisha. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Prithvi, for that wonderful sharing. So let's move on to the experience sharing. I invite Sharath Jain from Rajasthan, who will be sharing his meditation experience with us today. Hi, Sharath. Harshit.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So, first of all, thank you, everyone. Thank you, team, for giving me this opportunity to share my experiences here. So, myself, Harshit Jain, and I am basically from Rajasthan and currently living in Bangalore. And I am a data analyst by profession. And I have been a meditator since last 5 years. So, let's directly get into my journey, how I started meditating and how it changed my life. So basically, from my college days, I am a science student. I have done my BTech in computer science, and during my college days, I was very enthusiastic about personal development practices, self-help books, and all these things. Anything that like I did not come into meditation like I faced any challenges or anything like that. It was just my curiosity to learn things and to explore things. So that's how I got into meditation. And wherever I like whichever technique or whichever book I read, one theme was common, that learn to focus, learn to develop your attention, learn to meditate. But no, like very few books mention that how to meditate. I They were telling about we should be meditating, we should be doing all these things, but very few gave clear instructions on we should be meditating like this. So what I did is like during those my college years only, I explored and went into a lot of workshops and seminars. Like right now we have everything online. We can like we did we are doing right now. We can join into a Zoom session and start meditation session with a group of lot of people. But back then, like during 2014, 15, 16, uh, there was no concept of Zoom like that was highly evolved like this. So I had done a lot of workshops, seminars, and in one of the seminars, in one of the workshops, luckily, uh, basically it was a meditation session, and there was Patri sir, Ram Raju sir, and Swati ma'am. So earlier also I had done meditation. I had been practicing yoga and different practices. So when I meditated, like he was playing his flute and I was sitting there. We were a group of around 50 to 60 people. So at the moment I meditated, like in those 40 minutes, I experienced some deep things. Like uh, I experienced, you can say, like energy started flowing, and I felt something completely different. So I thought like I was just focusing on my breath. I was doing nothing else. Earlier also I have done a lot of things, a lot of practices, but nothing gave me these deep results. So then I came to basically explore and research who is this person, because I was not knowing Patri sir. What is this practice called? So uh, then I came to know that he's Brahmarshi Patri sir. He teaches meditation for free to the whole world, and he has been doing it like from last 30 to 40 years. And the practice that we are doing was done by Gautam Buddha, Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. And that's how I started into meditation practice. It was during the Corona time, just before the Corona time. And yeah, it was my early years, like how I got into meditation. And why did I stick with meditation? Because like being, I was also like, I had done a startup. So uh, basically, whatever we are doing, we stick with it if we see the results. So if there is a science behind this and if we are getting the results, so that's how I stick with the things. So what made me stick with meditation is it's not something that will give you results. If you do meditation today, it will give you results after a long time. If you practice meditation now, immediately you will feel much better. You will have little bit more clarity of your thoughts. So when you start meditating, so continuing my practice on meditation, so I started seeing results in my life. And two of the most important things that I would like to share with you that benefited in my life with the help of meditation is, first is clarity of thought. Like as I mentioned that I was doing a startup. So in a startup, you can see, you can basically assume that there will be a lot of challenges on a day-to-day basis. It's not like the path is fixed. You have to create and explore and discover your own path. And in that phase, you come across new problems and new set of challenges. So to navigate those challenges, you need a clarity of thought. Now, how we are going to approach, you need a decision making, and the decision making sometimes needs to be intellectual, sometimes it needs to be emotional, and sometimes it needs to be based out of your intuition. Because sometimes you won't know the intellect because both of the options will be right. So you need a power of intuition also there. So what meditation helped me is it gave me intellectual clarity as well as It gave me the intuition that I needed to navigate those times. And sometimes you won't believe I did not have in the clarity at particular moments. Neither I was having any intuition, not clear. So what happened is people started to come in my life and they started guiding me. Why you are not doing this? You should be doing that. So that's how also meditation helped me, because when you are connected with self and you keep basically with self and connection with universe, people start responding. Like answers can come not from yourself but from outside help as well. So meditation helped me in getting clarity and answers to my questions. So one was that, and secondly, how meditation helped me is in my manifestation journey. So I would like to share two major manifestations that meditation helped me is after job I did my job as a data analyst. Earlier I was having my startup, as I told. So before joining job, I had a clear set of parameters that I needed in my current job. So I wrote everything down. I created a PowerPoint slide of around 20 pages. 5 to 10 key parameters were there. So I mentioned everything. I created images. I wrote the feelings that needed with respect to those uh, images and parameters. And daily, during my interview process and everything, I kept on visualizing that I have got that desired job. I have got a very good company. The team culture is very good. People are very friendly, and what we say, time flexibility is there, and my package is as required, whatever I had desired. So almost everything that I had written, I got in that job. And it was my it what we say, like whenever we are applying, we get a lot of different offers. It was my first offer, and everything was perfect. My part was to work hard and manifest and keep on believing what I want. And I would not say luckily, I would say because I believed. And it was not, it's like, it's, as I told you that, why I told that I am a science student, because I keep back testing. If something is written, I don't say I don't believe it, or neither I say that I believe it. I say, let's try. So how I start, this is like, you can, what I manifested is not a first thing. So I have been practicing it like from 3 to 4, lot of like, as I told you, from my college years only. So first of all, I started with 5 star, manifesting 5 star. Then I manifested dairy milk silk. So with these small manifestations, I started to believe in this power. So, and last thing I would like to share about is, similarly, I manifested my life partner as well. So she's also a meditator, and for her also, I had written a long list of that I want this thing in my partner. She should be like this. She should be like this. So almost everything as I had written, she's like that. And I would just give you what we say wild example. In that, I had mentioned that it would be good, not must to have, but good to have that she should be a she could be a Bharatnatyam dancer. And you won't believe, she is a 10-year diploma in Bharatnatyam dancer. So a lot of things have whatever I had manifested, whatever I had written, so it got manifested. So how how meditation played role in this is because when we are in a state of alpha state, meditation becomes faster. Like you cannot meditate when we are there are 4 states of mind. I hope you must be aware of alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. So when we are in a general day-to-day life, we are in a beta state, and when we are into meditation, we go into alpha state. So when you are meditating and manifesting from that state, meditation becomes much faster. So yeah, that's how I got the major benefits of meditation. And regarding my volunteering experience, so in Bangalore we have our group, PIMA group. So almost in a month, 1 or 2 times, we go and volunteer at different public places like Kabban Park and Church Street. We hold the board and we teach people about meditation. We go to gardens and we share people about meditation, how basically we make them experience meditation. So, and it's all free. So that's how my journey has evolved from a meditator to an enabler, and to be continuous explorer of the things that life has to unfold. So yeah, that's my journey.
Wonderful. Thank you, Harshit, for your sharing. That it was inspiring for all of us. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your experience.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for having me here.
Thank you. So, friends, yes, thank you all for participating today on day 55. We'll see you all tomorrow at the same time. Until then, have a great day ahead. Thank you.